Honourable members, I wish to recognize the grandchildren of the late President Daniel Arap Moi, who are with us in the Speaker's Gallery, and who have been within Parliament since this incident happened. They are welcome to observe the proceedings. Thank you. Member for Ndiwa.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. May it go to the annal of records that they were constituency and my family, Martin Owino Wood Chief, condole with the family of. And English express it in a more specific way. Let me quote, "Real president says, I am sorry." May this be our experience as we...
Member for Samburu West.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. On my own behalf, on the behalf of the people of Samburu West and Samburu County in general, I would like to pass our sincere condolences to the family of the late President Moi, and especially to our two colleagues, Senator Gideon Moi and also Honorable Jonathan. Mr. Speaker, there are many... Raymond, my apologies. Mr. Speaker, there are many things that we learn, especially on issues to do with peace, love and unity, and even forgiveness. He was kind enough to ask for forgiveness, and that is what we should emulate from him. Also, as Samburu and pastoralists, we really benefited from him through inclusivity, ensuring that even those who have...
Member for Nakuru Town, Nakuru County. Your time will get finished.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. On my behalf and my family and Nakuru County as a whole, I want to give out my message of condolences to the family of our the second president of this country. There are many things that he did for us, and there are many things that we need to remember him for, but there are two things that I really need to mention. And the two things that I want to mention, Mr. Speaker, sir, is the way he handed over power peacefully in 2002. Secondly, he was able to seek for forgiveness, to forgive those who wronged him, and to also seek for forgiveness from those others. For these few remarks, Mr. Speaker, sir, I want to welcome all of you, those who are coming to Nakuru for the funeral. Most welcome. May God give you journey mercies. Rest in peace, Honorable.
Member for Kajiado East.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the people of Kajiado, condole with the family of Honorable Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi. Mr. Speaker, we all remember His Excellency because of the Nyayo milk. We also remember him because of his peace rallying call. Mr. Speaker, particularly, he nurtured the spirit of leadership in me when I was a student in Moi High School, Kabarak. We really condole with the family and with all the Kenyans. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Member for Yatta.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, on my own behalf, the behalf of my father, the late Philip Kilonzo, and the family, and the people of Yatta, Mr. Speaker, we mourn with the family, and in particular with our colleague Raymond and Gideon. Mr. Speaker, I can't forget that the late president attended my father's funeral in 1997. Mzee Moi, Mr. Speaker, is the original Baba, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, Mzee Moi knew when to let go. In 2002, Mr. Speaker, he handed over power. Mzee Moi, Mr. Speaker, knew when to change. In 1992, he allowed for multi-party democracy. Mr. Speaker, Mzee Moi knew how to sack, Mr. Speaker. There was no stepping aside in the regime. Mzee, rest in peace.
Member for, what's this? Isiolo South.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, On behalf of the people of Isiolo South, Isiolo County General, my family and myself, I wish to convey our heartfelt condolences to the family of His Excellency, the late President Daniel Toroitich arap Moi, represented by our brothers Raymond and Gideon, to the nation and this House for having lost the second longest serving member. Mr. Speaker, I urge Kenyans to live by His Excellency the President's philosophy of peace, love, and unity. Let us heed his call of avoiding siasa mbaya, maisha mbaya. Let us instead have siasa mzuri, maisha mzuri for this nation. Thank you.